If you're thinking about moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma, then you've got to watch this video. It's not all rainbows and roses around here. I'm going to tell you the not so good things about living here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about Tulsa, Oklahoma and the surrounding suburbs, then subscribe, tap that little bell notification right there, and that way you will be the first to know what's going on in the Tulsa area market. My name's Sabrina Shaw with eXp Realty, and my team and I get calls every single day from people just like you who need help making their move to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, reach out to us, schedule a Zoom. You can schedule a Zoom call, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we would love to help you make that seamless move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, let's get right into it. First thing to know about Tulsa, Oklahoma is the weather. We do have 4 seasons, but most of the time it's going to be hot, hot or cold, cold. It's funny, I was reading some article and it said, Tulsa's temperatures were super moderate, and they're not at all. We do have a wonderful fall and spring, but they last really just a couple of months. So I would say 4 months out of 12, you're going to have some fabulous weather where you can enjoy the patios. You can, just totally enjoy being outside, being on the bike trails, going hiking. And you can even do that, of course, when it's, hot or when it's cold. But it's just when it's like so lovely to go outside. So, in the summer, we were getting, above 100, several times, or the heat index will be above 100. And, I guess it's kind of humid here. It doesn't mess with me so much, I guess, because I'm used to it. But a lot of people say the humidity here, it messes with them a lot. But you know what? We have air conditioning. We can get in our cars and enjoy the air conditioning. We can go, if you work from home, working remotely, like a lot of people do, turn on the AC. Or at your office, it's usually freezing, right? And buy a house with a pool, or buy a house in a neighborhood with a pool, or even better, make friends with somebody that has a pool so you don't have to take care of it and you still kind of get that privacy. And we have fantastic lake life. You have to drive a little bit to get there, but spend your weekends at the lake. So yes, it's hot, but it's not miserable, but it's hot. Which takes us to the winter months. It gets really, really cold. You're gonna have to wear your heavy jacket a lot of times, not every day, but it goes, below freezing, or, just a little bit above freezing, quite often. So, you'll need to dress warm. It gets dark here early in the winter, like 6-ish, it's getting dark. We usually have snow at least once a year. Possibly, 2 to 3 times a year. We might see snow 2 or 3 times once. But that is going to lead me to the second thing that you've got to be aware of if you're moving to Tulsa. When it snows, stay off the roads. Us Oklahoma drivers do not really know how to handle driving in the snow. There's plenty of people that think they do. We've got our big old trucks, and people are just like going fast down a icy, wintry mixed road, thinking because they have a truck that they're fine. That usually causes some wrecks. So usually when it's when there's winter mix, just stay off the roads. But also when there's snow, Travis Meyer, you're gonna get to know him so well. He is our local weather guy. And he will predict this snowstorm, 3 days in advance, a week in advance. Kids are going to start asking, are we going to be out of school? And if there's snow, most likely you will. But go to the grocery store once you know that there's going to be snow, because they're going to run out of hot cocoa mix. They're going to run out of stuff to make chili. Stock up on your cinnamon rolls, your milk, your eggs. Like, everyone goes to the store and, just gets everything, because there's been a couple of times, I guess in the past 15, 20 years, where there's been an ice storm or a snowstorm that's like made us stay inside, 2 weeks or so. So we always just remember that, and we're going to stock up on everything. But our snow days are so fun because the kids can still get outside. They can usually find hills and go sledding. Oh yeah, you want to make sure that you have sleds. If not, go get those early. Go to Ace Hardware or Walmart, Target. Get your sleds because it is so much fun. The kids will be not have school because Tulsa and the surrounding suburbs have a lot of rural areas. So you've got to think about those buses, going up and down the hills and navigating. The main streets, the highways are going to be cleared off. We've got the sand trucks, we've got the snow plows, but those side roads don't get cleaned, and so the buses just can't do that. And so there's kids that can't get to school, so they're going to call school. But it will be a fun day. I love snow days. So stay off the road, go to the grocery store, watch Travis Meyer, you should be good. Okay, so then moving on to, the third thing, and it's still, weather related, is tornadoes. And that is during our spring season. And I said, the weather's really pretty good, which we do get, a fair amount of rain during the spring season, but that's when when tornadoes come. Now, of all the natural disasters, not that I would wish one, on anybody, but what I like about, tornadoes is you do have warning. There's nothing to like about tornadoes, but you have warning for them. So again, Travis Meyer is going to, if you still, watch TV shows on the TV without like your Hulu or Netflix, he's going to be interrupting your TV shows constantly, saying, take cover. There's, we've got a tornado warning, we've got a tornado watch, and, there's a difference. But you get plenty of warning, the sirens will go off, when you're supposed to take cover, and you can get something, you can get safe rooms. They have safe rooms here. Honestly, I would say maybe 10 to 15% of houses have a safe room, but that's something, that you can have installed probably for around, $8,000 to $12,000, more or less, depending on what you want. But that's definitely something, that you could do. Now, in all my life living in Oklahoma, I've taken shelter several times, and like you go to the centermost part of your house. I usually, go to my pantry. If I had a bathroom in the center of the house, I'd go to the bathroom, I always put on my ski helmets, and when the kids were little, I put the ski helmets on them, just to protect their heads and stuff. Some people will put a mattress, over the bathtub. It just depends. And then some people are going to be outside their door watching it. And you'll have the storm chasers. Travis Meyer will be on with the storm chasers, talking about the rotation. And so you're really going to know what's going on, and you really don't spend that much time taking cover. And so, again, I've taken cover several times, throughout my life in Oklahoma, and I've never actually had a tornado do any damage to my house. Okay, so that brings us to traffic and roads. Talked a little bit about, staying off the roads in the winter. But I used to say, the traffic's pretty bad. But honestly, I have so many clients from California and Dallas and Colorado, and I guess our traffic isn't bad. So you can get pretty much anywhere from the Tulsa metro to the surrounding suburbs in like 30 minutes or less. I live a little bit further out, a little rural, a little bit further out. And so it takes me pretty much 30 minutes to get anywhere. But if you were closer in to like Jinx or Bigsby or Glenpool, you're going to be, Broken Arrow, you could get somewhere in, 15, 20 minutes, just depending. So our traffic really isn't that bad, except, when they're working on a highway, which is always happening. Watch one of my map tours, and, you can stay up to date for, whenever that recording is. Our traffic usually lasts about, or our construction on our highways, is going to be like at least a year project. So you just kind of get used to taking alternative routes. But, there's definitely some bottlenecks that you want to avoid. But traffic, I used to say, would be a bad thing, but you know, after just talking to clients relocating here, they love our traffic. So can't say that anymore. But our roads, you're gonna have some potholes in the winter, especially after, you know, it gets cold, like, you know, super cold, and we have those cold temperatures sometimes where it like gets in the teens for a few days. Now that doesn't last a very long time, but you know, we get that extreme cold sometimes, and when that happens, or we get, you know, the ice storms and the snowstorms, and you know, they've salted the roads, and we can get some really like rough potholes. The city will take care of it. It might take them a little bit longer sometimes. You know, I was in last year, Memorial. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. You know, you just had to like dodge, you know, while you're driving, just dodge the potholes because they were deep and they were bad. But you know, that was that one road. Sometimes, you know, you see them here and there, but you know, just be aware after it gets really cold, to watch out for that, because you don't want to blow a tire or something. Okay. Bugs. We have mosquitoes. I was just in Wyoming, and oh my goodness, that was so beautiful. There were no bugs. It was crazy. So here in the Tulsa area, like, you know, there's mosquitoes, which love me, I guess because of my blood type. You know, there's mosquitoes, there's huge spiders, like we have tarantulas, and I haven't seen them, like you don't see them often, but something about it, like this summer, I go on walks in the evenings quite a bit, and I would see them on my walks like several times, and they're just these huge spiders, but they're not poisonous, but they're scary looking, and it would hurt if they bit you. So there's those, but you can, you know, I call EMCO a local, you know, just a local exterminating company. You know, they can spray around your house, you know, which they spray my yard. Fleas, ticks, spiders, bugs, you know, all that stuff, spray around the house. You can have them come in the house. You can do non-toxic, you know, when you're outside, get a citronella candle. You know, you can have those tiki torches that have the citronella in them that will, you know, keep the mosquitoes away. So, you know, and just don't have standing water around, and you'll be fine. But, you know, it's something that you'll definitely notice. Back to traveling, I guess another thing about Oklahoma is we don't have oceans and mountains. We have nice hills, we have beautiful trees. We really do have some, you know, gorgeous views, and, you know, lake views, and, you know, some rolling hills. But, you know, just being out in those mountains, or, you know, overlooking an ocean, we don't have that. You're gonna miss that. But all the money that you'll save living here, you know, just go take a couple more vacations and really just soak up, you know, all that mountainous areas in the oceans. This isn't really a bad thing, but if you have never had fried bologna and you move to Oklahoma, be prepared. Like, you're gonna go to cookouts, you're gonna be invited to cookouts, and people are gonna smoke bologna, and some people fry it, and it's just, you know, it's just a thing here. You go to the store, and there's like these huge things of bologna, and people, you know, buy them and they smoke them. So, you know, we are not the healthiest state. We like our casseroles and, you know, things like that. And our restaurants are so good, so diverse, so amazing. Like, I would put them up, I'm a big time foodie, and I'll put them up against, you know, whenever I travel. Like, I feel like our local restaurants are just as amazing. If you ever want to watch my videos, we've done a brunch series, we've done, what do we do? Fabulous foodies. So, you know, we spotlight local restaurants because we love them. Another not so great thing about Oklahoma is the schools. We have fantastic, great schools, and we have schools, you know, that don't score so well. You know, according to niche.com, you know, we've got our F schools, we've got our A+ schools. You know, our schools, you know, we have schools that rank nationally, you know, that are really fantastic, and then we have some that don't, and our teachers don't get paid a whole lot. You know, we're at the bottom. Our cost of living is lower here, but you know, our teacher pay isn't the greatest. The last thing, which most people that are moving here like it, but our people are super friendly. So if we're, you know, if I'm out showing you houses, one of the team members is out showing you houses, and you know, we're walking around the neighborhood, or we're, you know, stopping somewhere, people are going to say hi. People are super friendly. They make conversation. You're in line at the grocery store, and people are going to talk to you. They're going to ask you, you know, how your day is. Like, you can't just like zone out. Like, just be prepared to talk to people. And some people don't like that. Oh, everyone, like the guys are going to hold the door for you. They say ma'am, which is, you know, it's just really sweet. If you like had a flat tire or something, I swear there'd be like 3 people that would stop and help you. So super, super friendly here in the Tulsa area. Well, you know, I think those are, you know, the main things to know. Nothing horrible, but no place is perfect. Tulsa is a great place. I love it. Like I said, I love to travel, but Tulsa has so many endearing, Tulsa and the surrounding suburbs has just so many endearing places, and it's a good place to be. So if you're thinking about making the move to Tulsa, then reach out to me. The team and I would love to talk to you. We would love to help you make that seamless move to Tulsa, Oklahoma.